Welcome back to Scars from the Playground. Hernandez Govan drags Lil Flip. They say the man a sucker, a long way from a sucker free. Look, let's get into the content, bro. Drop it in the comments. Shout out Lil Flip.
Well, I got connected with Houston.
Yeah, with Houston, yeah.
Through Flip.
Yeah.
Got connected with Flip by being in LA, doing what I do on the drink. And he knew he knew the same person, the same lady. And I ended up bringing him on a show shortly after that. And I had a situation where some shit was going on in the neighborhood, some shit popped off, I needed to move around, and I ended up flying to Houston, and he sent the car to pick me up, and I've been moving around with him. I was moving around with him ever since. That's how I met Sko. Sko at the time was rapping, or trying to rap or whatever.
Being around just to partner.
I mean, that was just my brother, it wasn't no position, it's just, he seen how loyal I was, just overall to my friends in Memphis, to moving around with him, certain things that was needed, that was done. If it was always in my reach, it was done. Then, after the T.I. situation, I think they kind of confirmed it. And
were you there for that whole situation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, please. For those that don't know, reinvigorate the conversation, man. Tell them what, because a lot of people don't know that, again, we got some young people watching, but a lot of people don't know that, the King of the South situation was a real beef that happened between Flip and T.I.
Definitely was. It was a real beef, and a lot of people think it was fabricated or whatever. Nah, it wasn't shit fake about that. It was on.
If you don't mind going into it, explaining your role in the situation that happened upon the T.I. coming out to H-Town.
I mean, he came out one day. I think he was with Bond, and I want to say Bond was having a party. That's why he was in town. Somebody was having a party, but T.I. went to the radio station and said he was finna go to the Clove and parade around and look for this fake gangster. And there was some DJ at the radio station at that time that fucked with Flip. He kept it G, called Flip, told Flip he wanted to let him hear something before it was actually played on the radio. He played it, let us hear it. Shit, we saddled up, went to the hood. For sure, shit stank. Tip ended up pulling up. He get out the car, he walk over to the car. He walk over, he look at Flip, he like, what up, man? You need to rap, bro. And at the time, Flip we charged him up, we had him charged up. Not to say that he wasn't upset, but we made him more upset.
You know how it go.
Yeah. And so Flip told him, it wasn't nothing to talk about. T.I. he just ended up he got a little too close for comfort. And somebody sprung on him, and shit just went haywire from there, But I say this though, Tip ain't no sucker though.
Does Tip have hands? Because that's
to be a little nigga. Yeah, Tip
right.
He got more hard than hands.
Right, because that when he was,
we fuck with Flip the long way.
Fuck Flip. That was my little brother. That was bro. He was. I don't know if you seen the pictures, but he came to my daughter Destiny funeral. And I'm gonna speak on that because I think it's real. And he even made a song about my baby when she got killed, but I think his real motivation for coming to their funeral was, and she gonna sound crazy, but that nigga wanted to be around Uzi. That nigga wanted to meet Uzi and try to get a song done, man. Wow. And then he ain't care nothing about coming to support my baby or none of that. That nigga was worried about getting a picture with Uzi. That's how the picture developed.
Wow.
So, I wasn't gonna ask Uzi for no motherfucking picture.
So for those that don't know, your daughter, who, of course, at the time, went by Lotto Cash.
Yeah, Lotto Cash, that's though.
And it was a high-profile incident in which, of course, I believe they try to go after her jewelry.
Correct.
And, it was a robbery gone wrong. Of course, her life was lost. And this is, your daughter's how old at this time? 24?
25.
25? And again, think it's, hey, he's just trying to get in with Uzi, but y'all are still cordial at that time.
Well, at the time, I ain't look at it like that because he was still a little bro at that point. Yeah. You know, so I'm getting everything the benefit of the doubt that that's your brother. Yeah. But now, when you look at everything and you kind of just think about all the sucker shit that a nigga was doing to people around us, because he ain't never do no. He did do some sucker shit here and there or whatever, but it'll be sucker shit that'll, cause I'm a real street nigga, I peep it, you know, and I snatch it, you know, or whatever, but he ain't gonna deliberately do no sucker shit, not to me, but I done seen him do it to a lot of the people around us that would tolerate it. And I used to look at it like, I don't care, you know, who you think you are, or who that person is, you know, you never supposed to treat nobody like they ain't worth shit, you know. And with that being said, like, them same people he used to treat like that is the same motherfuckers that he ain't never did shit for. Like, I was just talking to one of the little homeboys, man, like a little brother to me, Lil Red. That he used to rap with Flip. That's how I met Red. And Red just recently did 11 years, and when he seen me just recently checking Flip online, he reached out to me and he was just like, out of everybody, he said he thought I'd be the last person that'll, you know, speak on what I've been speaking on. And, you know, and I just told him, you know, a nigga could take sucker shit for only too long, bro. Like, you know, that shit, the pipe just done bust, you know, it's just like, man, you know, you can know your brother a sucker, but you know, you could kind of look past it. But when that shit, you know, you can only do that for so long, because when it comes to a head, that shit gotta pop. And unfortunately, man, it's just done pop. I just ain't got no room right now, man, in my life, man, for no hoe ass niggas, no halfway ass niggas. Either you all the way with me, man, or you ain't.
Right. So you would say he wasn't sucker free?
Nah. How can you be sucker free and you a sucker? How can you scream sucker free and you a sucker? That shit don't even make no sense. Lil Kiki and them, they need to ban them from saying that shit. You nigga legendary sucker. How it is a little nigga, Lil Red, just did 11 years. Lil Red, goddamn it, used to do everything under the sun for you, nigga. I'm talking about when you was scared to go in the store, Red go in the store. Nigga, when you need your bag carried, Red carry the bag. You know, I don't know whole shit, Red just a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? He playing, you know what I'm saying? He playing his part of the team. And this man gonna do 11 years, nigga. Not only did you not send him a wooden nickel in 11 years, nigga, you ain't even accept one call, nigga, in 11 years. Nigga, if that ain't no sucker shit, I don't know what sucker shit is, nigga. And not to mention me, all the shit I done for him. Nigga, when you couldn't pay the bills, nigga, and Katie, nigga, when the rent was $5,000, nigga, who paid it? Me. Nigga, when you couldn't afford a drink, nigga, who bought it? Me. When you were finna go pawn your jewelry, nigga, who saved you? Me, nigga. Which camera is it? Which camera? This one. Nigga, who? Nigga, you looking at him, nigga. And nigga, you wanna act like a sucker with me, nigga, you's a goofy, nigga.
So when you said, him getting indicted, you getting indicted, where did the...
That was a strong
man, look, when I got indicted, I called this nigga. They still had us in this little room. They waiting on the transport cars to come. You know, we ain't made it to no 201 or nothing like that yet, so I still had access to my phones and shit. So they got me in the little room by myself. I pulled my phone out. I'm handcuffed to a chair. I grabbed my phone, called this nigga. I'm like, look, bro, they done indicted me for this goofy ass shit. And so he on the phone, he like, damn, bro. And, I'm like, yeah, bro, but you know I'm innocent, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I'm gonna hit you when I get to the phone. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, just pray for me, nigga. I love you, bro. I'm gonna hit you. He like, all right, bet. Man, nigga ain't never answer another call.
God.
And by me fucking with the nigga, like the nigga, I'm talking about some of the shit we done went through, I can't even repeat on camera, you feel me? So with that being said, when I got out of jail, was I bitter? Yeah, I was bitter like a motherfucker. But you know, it was people around that reached out and was speaking for him, and you know, and was talking and was saying, you know, kind of speaking his piece or whatever. And I think after the not guilty verdict, you know, we ended up getting on the phone and he was just like, he tried to give me this goofy ass explanation. Like, some this nigga say some shit like, man, you know, man, I just come from that area, bro, you know, like, you know, when niggas go to jail, you know, we don't just, you know, nigga really just don't communicate. Nigga, what the fuck they got to do with you, nigga? Nigga, you ain't never sold a gram. I ain't never had a speeding ticket before. What the fuck you communicating this with a nigga in jail? How is that gonna hurt you, nigga? That's the lame ass excuse this nigga tried to say. You know what I'm saying? Man, like, and I'm just sitting there listening to this shit. I'm like, yeah, cause this my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to give a nigga a pass, you know? Then so boom, fast forward to, boom, the nigga finna do my podcast. So we agreed to everything, we chop it up. Nigga hit me one day on some, you know, we need to chop it about, you know, what we gonna talk about and woo. And for one thing, I ain't finna water down my shit. You know, we gonna talk about what we gonna talk about or we ain't gonna talk at all. And nigga sent me a message one day. This was just made me just go and blow a head gasket. Nigga sent me a message, nigga gonna say, bro, they just called me for a meeting, these new people that I signed to. They just called me for a little meeting. They upset with me about the Drink Champs video. The Drink Champs interview that I did. I said, why they upset with you about that? I was smoking on the interview and saying some things or whatever, woo. And I might have violated my, my contract. I said, man, nigga, who the fuck you think you talking to? Nigga, you been in the game, nigga, 100 motherfucking years. You ain't even finna sign no contract when no motherfucker telling you can't smoke no weed in an interview. This little flip we talking about. Nigga, we ain't talking about no motherfucking artist that's, you know what I'm saying, that's just starting. Nigga, tell that shit to somebody, nigga, who don't know no better, nigga. Go tell that shit to one of them hoes or something, nigga, you be lying to, nigga. Tell that shit, nigga, to no real street, nigga. So I roast that nigga, check that nigga, and man, I'm just, you know, like I said, bro, so, you know, if I get to talking about all the sucker shit this nigga done did, man, if you want to know about all the sucker shit this nigga done did, the only thing you gotta do is reach out to every nigga you done seen around him. Yeah. Reach out to the nigga that's around him right now, Capone. Yeah, nigga that's like my brother, Pone. Yeah, I'm the same nigga. I'm that same nigga that when him and Pone was into it, I'm the same nigga that was right there at the door with the chopper protecting Flip from Pone. Not Pone back around, you know what I'm saying? Pone back around, but Pone know he a sucker. Pone done told me he a sucker. He been doing sucker shit for years, but the nigga just was our brother, and we look over it. Man, Flip don't come from that environment, bro. Like, he might just got the sucker shit honest. You know what I'm saying? It might just be in him. The sucker shit just in him because he didn't come up like us. All that shit he's saying in the rap song, he need to write movies.
He kind of been famous since he was like 14. I mean, like.
Exactly. You know, he just was a kid that was talented. He ain't never been no street nigga, ain't never did nothing street, nothing gangster at all. When we go out to the club, we bump in the third. Hey, quit, they go third, watch him. Nigga, fuck third. Nigga, third ain't gonna do a bitch ass thing. Then I called him from the Fed. Hey man, I'm finna go, third done made it to the yard, man. The Texas niggas done reached out, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, they wanna meet up on the yard, make sure, you know, it ain't no issue or whatever. So I tell the Texas nigga, no, it ain't no issue with, I don't even know that whole ass nigga, but if he got an issue with Flip, then he got an issue with me. So we go meet out on the yard, Flip calling, call him, I say, up on everything okay? Man, all that shake ass shit, man. Man, look, I don't even want to get, man, look.
Those who know.
Yeah,
Shit.
man, for sure, man, for sure.
Look, I was gonna try to hear this nigga out, but his reason for calling Flip a sucker is cause you got locked up. And a nigga didn't want to answer your calls. Look, bro, it don't matter what you done, why you were growing up in poverty, bro. The rules don't change. Yeah, the rules don't change. Don't call my house from the fucking spot. What don't you understand, nigga? That's why Flip didn't answer your motherfucking calls, nigga. You getting accused of taking off Dolph, bro. Yeah, nigga don't want to talk to you. Nigga know them phone calls are tapped. Not to mention, nigga ain't got nothing to do with you like that. That was the past, bro. Just because a nigga was connected in the past, nigga, y'all are not blood. You know what I mean? You were the muscle, nigga. What you don't understand is when you're the entourage of a rich rapper, fam, it's a reason you are there. They don't need you. You're easily replaceable, my nigga. You're the muscle. You the stupid ass nigga that's gonna run in there with the gun and scare the people that ain't trying to go to prison because you don't mind going. You don't mind losing your life, my nigga. You're expendable, bro. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. I think Hernandez Govan mistook the situation as something it wasn't. Dude was never your little brother, nigga. Dude was your boss. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Call it what it is. Now, after hearing him out, I don't think Lil Flip no sucker. I think he a smart man to build some distance. Yeah, to build some distance, nigga. You niggas was the muscle. Had Flip been a little smarter, back then he wouldn't have outsourced for help anyway. He would have just stayed around the A-Sound niggas, and you would have seen a lot of shit would have been different for Flip in 2025. Shout out Lil Flip, because the man is a hell of a rapper. Yeah, a freestyler. As far as songs, I don't even think he got it no more, bro. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. A-Sound, stand up. I rock with you. Yeah, it's my land, man. This is my land. Your land is my land. No. My land is my land, nigga. You hear shit? It's only a matter of time before everybody in the H know me. But north, south, east, west, it is no difference, nigga. I done laid my tracks around this bitch for years. You know what I mean? Everybody know me. When they don't know the name, because the aliases always switch up, they know the face and they know the dreads. You know what I mean? Nigga, I'll go by names that I know ain't me. And they call me Josh these days. I don't even know no motherfucking Josh, man. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Look, shout out Flip. After hearing Hernandez Govan, I don't even think the nigga a sucker. Yeah, I don't think the nigga a sucker, bro. You can't say no nigga from the H wasn't raised like that, bro. Everybody was raised in poverty-stricken conditions. Point blank, period. And whether or not you were stuck in the streets and had to talk with a gun, a cap gun, that's something different, bro. Niggas get respect and gain respect different ways. Everybody ain't got to go to them lengths. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Shout out Flip, because all that did was made me look at Flip like he even realer than I thought he was. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real, man. Drop it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Hype my shit up, nigga. We going up, and away like Buzz Lightyear. Never stopping because I'm popping. This new Gorilla podcast shit I do, I really enjoy it. Yeah, I really enjoy it because I do it on the go. Yeah, do it on the go while I'm making, making money on while making money on. That's the new one. You know, it's just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments. Scores from the playground. Like, share, subscribe. Hype my shit up, nigga. Peace. Hernandez Govan, leave that shit alone, man. Yeah, you doing a whole lot of talking about a whole lot of bullshit. Just be honest with you, bro. It's you tell a whole lot of stories a nigga don't even want to hear. You know, a nigga don't want to hear, but you there. So a nigga gon' report ya. You know what I mean? Yeah, a nigga gon' do the journalistic work on you, but trust and believe this shit here. Nothing. Drop it in the comment. It means nothing. Drop it in the comments, man. Scores from the playground, man.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap. People tell me I'm equipped. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.